And you're going to meet a new villain named King Thanos. This is a new version of Thanos for the very first time coming into the MCU via this attraction. And he's got a cool white beard.
How long will you play Captain Marvel for?
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the answer to that.
I think it's more than fair to say that a lot of people messed up going into D23. A lot of people hyped it up to the point where they said the whole of Phase 5, the whole of Phase 6, even Phase 7, everything that's going to be happening with Marvel for the next 10 years is going to be laid out at D23. It was very disappointing unless you were there in the audience. But to be fair, I still would have been disappointed because the Ant-Man 3 trailer was revealed that it was already at San Diego Comic-Con. Secret Invasion that was at San Diego Comic-Con. Realistically, there was nothing new that we hadn't already known for the last couple of years. So yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of Marvel, DC, pop culture based content that we do on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Were you disappointed by D23? Did the scoopers hype you up? Did some YouTubers hype you up too much? Also, if you could follow me on Instagram at Warstu if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, that'd be much appreciated. Close to 23,000 followers over there. And also, if you could check us out on the Twitter sphere, WarstuG. Right, let's get into this video. So we were guilty of kind of overhyping D23, but to be fair, we didn't go on the fairy and unicorn level where some fairies and some unicorns were saying that Spider-Man was going to be revealed in a massive way, that Tom Holland's new contract was going to be revealed, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield all getting new Spider-Man deals. Now that was ridiculous because it's a Sony property. Just like when I said Marvel's Spider-Man 2 wouldn't be revealed at the Disney Marvel presentation, because guess what? Spoiler warning, Sony game. Sony love to keep their properties inside their own house. So yes, I do believe that fairies and unicorns, I do believe Tom Holland will be returning for Spider-Man 4. Not so sure if he's getting 2 other trilogies that one of these wannabe scoopers keep saying, yeah, he's getting 2 more trilogies and 2 more big team up. That's just obvious that it's gonna happen. I keep saying scoops are scoops. Guesses are guesses. They are not the same thing. So we did get some interesting reveals at Disney 23. One of the biggest reveals that a lot of people are underlooking is King Thanos is coming to the California Disneyland. It's gonna be a ride over there. And if you think this is only for the theme park, you got another thing coming. King Thanos could very well turn up in Avengers, Secret Wars, or Kang's Dynasty. Now, what is interesting is Kevin Feige did reveal this. King Thanos will make his MCU debut as part of a new attraction at the Avengers campus at Disneyland Resort. Marvel Studios head said the main difference between this version of Thanos and the one that we've seen theatrical in the MCU is this is the one that won the battle against mighty Earth's Avengers heroes. Now, what is cool in this is Daredevil's in this picture. It's like concept art. We have multiple Spider-Man. We have She-Hulk. We have Man-Thing. We have multiple Captain America. It looks like that's Steve Rogers, aka Chris Evans. And we have the new Captain America. So there's multiple variances going on here. Even Miss Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel is there. As I said, previous She-Hulk, multiple variations of Thor. We have Mighty Thor. We have variations of Hulk. Interesting. Very freaking interesting. So if you think this is just for the theme park, you've got another thing coming. So, multiversal saga, multiversal ride. There is a tie-in. King Thanos could be coming to the MCU. A multiversal debut at Disneyland. Join the fight to stop a new threat. King Thanos, a multiple variants. Multiverse variant design. Now, if you go back to what Josh Brolin said, and there has been rumors that Thanos will be returning in some capacity sometime down the road. Is he going to be part of Secret Wars? I think this makes it freaking obvious. As we know, we have seen other variances in Multiverse of Madness, so we know there is a King Thanos out there. In Marvel Comics, King Thanos is described as a variant of the iconic villain who, in the quest to please death, now we didn't get death as part of the Infinity Saga, as in part of Infinity War, which was disappointing. We also didn't get Adam Warlock being involved, but in this variant, he kills almost every living thing in the universe. From there, he becomes king of what remains. Here's a threat that all the MCU multiverse will have to band together to take care of. Seems pretty similar to what is going to be happening in Kang's Dynasty. Now, we did get some information at D23, a little tidbit that we already know. And to be fair, a lot of other YouTubers have already made this point. It's been all over Twitter, all over Instagram. Even got sent some TikToks on Instagram at Warstu about this line, that Kang's Dynasty will follow on from Ant-Man 3. So Ant-Man 3 is very pinnacle because Kang's Dynasty is the next big team-up movie, but Kevin Feige also said something very interesting. He says, at the moment, there are no Avengers. They've been disassembled. They're being disemboweled, but I really want to see King Thanos, the Thanos that destroyed everyone, because we've already technically seen multiple variances of Thanos, because in Multiverse of Madness, we've seen the Thanos that got annihilated with Black Bolt's voice. Well, obviously, you know, if Black Bolt talks, everyone dies, pretty much. And what is interesting also about the concept art is Man-Thing is in there. Characters that haven't even been introduced. We get this car-looking Hulk with the armor on, then we get the more traditional version of Hulk. So I think this is teasing what potentially could be coming. I personally don't believe that Marvel introduced things in D23 and their big expos that aren't going to be going forward. Now, what is interesting is a lot of the people online were like, yo, multiple variances of Spider-Man in the D23 advertisement. That means Tom Holland's coming back for a new deal. Well, that just tells me, I'm not throwing any shade at anyone because I'd say it to them, is it doesn't matter what someone says, how big their following is, who they are, how well they're connected. You know absolutely nothing. Now, Mr. Mr. Emmerich, who is well connected, so freaking connected that nothing that he said prior to D23 actually happened. And before the event happened, your boy, a War Drizzle, that's Warstu, that's me, said the following: why are Marvel scoopers backtracking? And turns out what Emmerich said, none of it came true. Absolutely none of it came true. The problem is everyone really wants to know who is in the Fantastic Four. And sure, we all want to know that. But at the same time, that movie doesn't come out to 2024. We're going to have to get Ant-Man 3 before that. We actually haven't had the official release of the Ant-Man 3 trailer where it says, I've killed you before. Oh, you're an Avenger, Mr. Ant-Man. I've killed you before. So I think before Ant-Man 3 comes out, we're not getting anything. So we've officially got the director for the Fantastic Four, which is pretty damn cool. But at the same time, we aren't going to get any announcements for Fantastic Four. X-Men is pretty much shelved, specifically calling X-Men to at least 2025. So yeah, there is a lot coming for sure. King Thanos is coming for sure. Emmerich, where's Henry Cavill? Henry Cavill is now the exhibition king. He was supposed to appear at San Diego Comic-Con. He was supposed to appear at D23, and he wasn't at any of them, was he? Nobody's gonna be in Black Adam in the post-credit scene. Careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life. But I do find it fascinating how just because someone was verified and said they are reliable, that nothing came through. It's all right. Yes, there's been loads of reports saying that Jodie Comer will be cast in the Fantastic Four as Susie Storm. Yo, I've heard that Gal Gadot's going to be cast as Susie Storm. Who knows what? I don't know what. But what I do know is if someone's going to tweet saying they're reliable and then come out with things saying, oh, I'm not allowed to say anything. I've heard this from reading people's tweets saying, oh, I'm not allowed to say anything else because I'm going to get in trouble with Marvel. Then people tweeting out, oh, Avengers Campus, Spider-Man banners have been spotted at D23, teasing the webhead. And realistically, we didn't get anything to do with Spider-Man. So I'm reliable informed that Marvel Studios have signed up epic talent. So you're telling me they've literally only just signed up the director, who I'm not particularly happy about for the Fantastic Four, to be honest, but is it going to be worse than the Fox Universe one? Probably not. Tweeted out this: John Boyega, Henry Cavill, Warstu, Jodie Comer, Disney, Edgar Jones, John Krasinski, Krasinski, Giancarlo Expedito, Denzel Washington. So, Mr. Reliable. So reliable, Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, X-Men. There was so little Fantastic Four, they didn't even get, this is funny, they didn't even get the director to come on stage because they have literally nothing. They've probably got the skeleton of the script. They probably haven't even got the script yet. Now, we know this movie doesn't come out to 2024. It's only 2022. It will most likely shoot in the middle of 2023. Now, let's be honest, but Mr. I'm so freaking reliable got everyone hyped. Everyone thinks Henry Cavill is going to play Victor Von Doom. Everyone thinks that John Krasinski is gonna be Mr. Fantastic. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not really a fan. So I guess the point I'm just trying to say here is, regardless to who says it, even if you have a very big following, if you're verified on Twitter, which realistically, Amit is only verified on Twitter because he works for TalkSport, which is a sports broadcaster in the UK. And if you've ever applied for verification, I'm never going to get it on Twitter. If you work for an outlet or a publication or a broadcaster, you can get verified like that. But Mr. Amit Kennedy, I'm sorry, but you are not reliable. Not even close. Not even one thing that you said would come true. And it's fine. It's fine. But next time, rumor, because literally because of this tweet, every YouTuber in the game that talks about theories, rumors, exclusives, scoops, all literally went on record saying, yo, this could potentially happen, but take it with a massive grain of salt because this person has no credibility in this field. It was interesting. Not only, he wasn't the only person that said it. Henry Cavill, Hyperion, Loki Season 2, Squadron Supreme, every outlet has come out and said that we don't know what is happening. Gonna be very fascinating. I honestly don't understand why everyone is so freaking hyped about the cast for the Fantastic Four. I get it, but at the same time, it is freaking years away. So, Brie Larson has recently slapped back. I actually like Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. I think she's amazing. I think the problem is her movie released in between Infinity War and Endgame, and realistically, it wasn't that important, but it was important if you didn't know anything about Captain Marvel in the comics. I think it was a nice movie. I really like the movie. She recently got asked a question, I believe it was from Variety, from the dude that leaks everything and has no credibility and has no professionalism. Sorry, lad, but you literally leaked, was played by Harry Styles before literally straight after premiere. She was asked, how long are you going to play Captain Marvel for? And she was like, I don't know. No one wants me to be Captain Marvel, so I don't care. Now, she's been under fire for so long. Now, I think she could be cool, but the general perception of it isn't very good. But it doesn't matter what the perception is of a professional life because she's not like Ezra Miller. She's not going around doing insane, crazy things and allegedly grooming people, yet she gets fire like she is. I don't get it. I'm a big fan of her being Captain Marvel. I want her to be Captain Marvel for the next 10 years. I think she's fantastic. I want Spider-Man Tom Holland and Captain Marvel Brie Larson to meet up. I think that would be fantastic. So there wasn't really anything that came out of D23. As I said before, if you went to the event, cool, it would have been freaking epic to see a few bits, but realistically, a new logo for Daredevil, them saying, yo, this is not season 4 of the Netflix series. Well, we freaking hope it better be, or else it's going to be soft Daredevil. But I get what they're saying. It was just little tidbits like a secret invasion leads to Armor Wars. What, so people might actually care for Armor Wars. The problem with all these Disney shows are, except for WandaVision and Loki, there is no serious tone. There is no threat. We here at the channel, we don't even watch She-Hulk. Oh my God, you're a Marvel chill. No. Like I say, you don't need to watch all these shows to understand what's going on because realistically, nothing's going on. And if you don't watch the shows, just watch Heavy Spoilers Breakdowns. He breaks them down pretty cool. I don't watch She-Hulk personally, but I just watch Heavy Spoilers Breakdowns and we know everything was going on in She-Hulk without having to painfully watch it because it is a cringe fest in my opinion, but that doesn't mean I hate Marvel. So yeah, that's the wrap up of all the random stuff that's been going on in Marvel. King Thanos is going to be a threat and King Thanos is going to take out Kang and Doom predominantly, maybe. And also, yeah, Black Panther 2 new footage, which realistically wasn't much new footage from what people were there. It kind of gives away that the plot leak's real. The problem is all this information that comes out just reveals the plot leak is real. So we realistically haven't had anything new from Marvel in such a long time, except for the release date for Fantastic Four, Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, which is Kang's Dynasty and Secret Wars. Realistically, they haven't said anything for years on the grand scheme of things. Like, if you get a trailer for these things, cool, but if it's just Feige talking about it, he hasn't realistically revealed much. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see beautiful voice behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Twitter at Warstu G, and we'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch y'all later.